All right, so I'm going to use 4 cups of masa. Use this one here, empty it out. 4 cups of masa. 2. Ooh, almost had it with this. Look at. That's almost 3. Let me get a spoon. 1 more. So that's 3, and it ain't gotta be perfect. Just gotta be close. 4. 4 cups of masa.
4 cups of masa.
And then we're gonna use
about a tablespoon of salt.
All right.
Close enough.
It is close enough. Tablespoon of salt and 3/4 tablespoon of baking powder. This is baking powder.
That's right. That's what you
not
want.
Baking soda.
Now you're going to mix that all together. And then you're going to put in your 3/4 cup lard.
Well, the way my mom used to always do it is, and she did this for the flour tortillas too. I guess it's the same thing, ain't it?
Yeah.
Kind of. I
You
mean,
can make
right
tortillas.
now, the way she used to do it is if she used 4 cups of flour, she used 4 fingers of the lard. So I'm just going to put my hand in there, and I'm going to get 4 fingers of lard. Put that in there. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take that and just incorporate it into the masa. And it takes a little bit of time because you want to get it all in there. So we'll be back.
Looks like it's rolling again.
Okay, so now we're going to add the juice that came from the meat. We're going to see if it's not too hot. It might be
pretty hot.
Yeah, it might be too hot. So I'm going to pour it in there and see what happens. The juice has got to be hot enough to melt the lard. It's pretty warm, but I got gloves on, so the gloves are helping. Let's just get some more going in there. That juice is what's going to flavor the masa. Oh, it smells so good. I can smell it already. So see, we're just going to add the juice is pretty hot, but the gloves are helping. I love the way the masa smells. I can eat masa all by itself. It don't even have to have meat in it.
So it might have been a good thing. Blowing juice.
Don't it smell good?
Yes. Smells like a tamale factory.
Yeah, I'm going to add the rest of that juice, and then I think...
Starting to look like Play-Doh.
Yeah, it is. It's starting to look good. There's still
Just
some...
a little bit of crummy in there.
Yeah, a little bit of crummy. I'm going to add this juice. I don't know if we're going to need more or not.
We got more.
Getting pretty good at making this masa. When we used to make them at home with my mom, we would buy the masa already made. It was already made in the store. How many pounds was it? Like 5 pounds?
Oh, this is the best way.
This is the best way. The first time that we made this homemade was when I was in Tennessee. Angel made it. And it came out really good. It's nice and soft. I think it's going to be really nice masa to work with. See how soft it is? I wish we had an idea on how much juice that was, but it's all right.
Maybe one day we'll measure it out.
Yeah, anyway, you just gotta have enough juice on hand, because you don't really know how much you'll need.
And you also want juice for your meat.
Yeah. You have to have juice for the meat, otherwise the meat is dry. And then that makes for a dry tamale.
Compressed at the same time.
Right. Well,
Do
that's a
another
little
one?
high. No, but that's a little high. The masa's high.
Hi, where?
It needs, see up there? That flap needs to come down.
Let me get a spoon and fix that.
Yeah. Otherwise, there'll be nothing to fold down.
Okay. So, you're saying
Oh, it's just sticking to the spoon.
I think if you just scoop it on there and just let it go, your dad can press it.
Just scoop it.
Yeah, just scoop it and your dad can press it.
there's extra for you. Is that better?
Yeah, it is better. It's got to come down. See, it's got to come down halfway to the corn husk. All right, so we're all here. We're all assembled here. See what happens. We just gotta, we're still figuring everything out, right?
Rachel's filling them. Your mom's filling them now. See how juicy that meat is? Oh, yeah.
It's very juicy. We learned our lesson.
So you don't think that's a quarter cup of meat? Or you think it's more of a tablespoon heaping?
Yeah, I think it's just yeah.
Film Sophia tying one. Oh, she's got it done. I'm too late. Sophie's tying them, and it popped open.
I got one done.
Caught me at a bad time. I'm making tamales. Yeah. To eat them? Yeah, I'm going to have to swing by.
You're making her nervous.
Like 6
Yeah,
or 7.
I have
Oh.
to double knot it or else it'll come undone.
Yeah. I wanted to do it earlier.
And then
but,
she stacks them in here.
Okay.
You got it?
Nothing.
There it
just
is.
I
nothing.
need real little fingers for this job.
All right, so we got the tamales in the Instant Pot, and with that, it's the Instant Pot, which your dad runs. I don't know how to do the Instant Pot. So we got 30 tamales with that 4 cups of masa. And we had a big roast. We have quite a bit of meat left over. So we just figured that we'd just eat that with tacos tomorrow. So it won't go to waste. But for 4 cups of masa, probably about 2.5 pounds of meat would have been enough. And we didn't have enough corn husks either. So 30 tamales per 4 cups of masa. And about 2.5 pounds of meat is what we've determined this time around. A baker's dozen per cup of masa. So there's no point, nobody makes 1 dozen tamales. When you get making tamales, when you go through all the trouble, you gotta at least make a couple dozen. 2-3 dozen for dinner. Okay, we'll be back. Say don't ignore me just because you're in an apron.
She wants some loving today.
Yeah, she does.
She's smelling my apron.
Either that or she wants some food.
Well, she wants the crusty leftovers on my apron. You see? I know what you're doing. There's my girl. That's my good Lucy.
Yeah. What do you think I got? I got nothing. I ain't got no food on my plate. I ain't even got a plate. I ain't got no plate. I ain't got no food. I got nothing. So your dad's serving up our enchiladas? Chicken enchiladas. Look at that. They look good. You made a lot of them, didn't you?
Yes, there's 8 more.
Whew. You made a whole bunch of chicken enchiladas. Oh, they look good. Everything smells so good. There's our tamales. Can't wait to dig into them. And we got some avocado over there. It's a Mexican fiesta, isn't it,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Clark?
It is.
That's okay.
Chicken boom.
We're gonna eat what we got. That's what we're gonna eat. We got a lot of food.
homemade chips.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Homemade chips are my favorite. What do you think, Izzy?
About what?
You tired? What are you doing up there? Sleeping?
Nothing.
You look like you're asleep.